Hi everyone, welcome to my new live at 6:45. I thought I'd change the time because 5 o'clock for those who watch to the east kind of hits your supper time. So I thought I'd change and do it 6:45. That's kind of a little bit after supper, and hopefully a little time into the evening allows us to get home, and now that the sun is out and my room is a little brighter, it just makes it easier to do. So, and I'm gonna go down to one live a week because I think hi Kathy, nice to see you here. Hey Shirley. So I thought once a week during all the summer was enough. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you how to make a little mini album or a card that could be signed by a lot of people without making a great big card. It's just kind of a little mini album. So we'll just put the camera down. There we go. Okay, and we're going to use this suite. So this is retiring. And these papers and this World of Good suite and this stamp set, I'm not sure I'm going to be selling mine because I really like it. So, and we are going to make this card. I decided I'll do one more retiring, and then next Monday I'll show you some with the new colors and the pansy suite. Oh, the pansy suite is just lovely. And I'm just going to take a minute and close my balcony because you can hear the dogs barking. There we go. It's summer. It's very warm here. Okay. So this is what we're going to make today. I'm going to show you. You know, it looks complicated, but you'll be able to do this with any DSP and paper you've got, because I'm going to show you. So it's a big card. So if you needed a very special card, or if you were making a card for a group of people, instead of putting all these things in there, you could put places for people to sign. Plus, I mean, I didn't do anything on the back of here, so you could easily do something on the back. Now, I got this idea from Karen Titus, and I watched a video, so kind of know how to put it together. But it's really a matter, you cut two pieces of big cardstock, which I'll show you, and then you just basically decorate it. So, and then it's held together. So it's still a regular card size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which makes it great. Isn't it great, Shirley? So I basically cased this whole thing. So this isn't my original idea. I'm using her, I used the paper. I got excited because I thought, ooh, this will use up a lot of this paper I have sitting and it's retiring. So these are the measurements right here. I'm going to hold it here for a minute. So it's called an accordion step card. We're only going to be using the measurements to here, but this way if you want to take a screenshot of it, you can, so you don't have to write them all out. Oh, hi, Angelica. Oh, I don't know how you have time with all your tax work to watch, but thanks for watching. So, and then if you want to add an extra layer, these are the measurements for that. So, we'll get started. Okay, so the first things you need are two pieces of cardstock. This one, this one is 5 1/2 by 12, and this one is 5 1/2 by 11. So it's just an inch shorter. And then you have to score those. I think I might put this extra light on. It's funny with all the sunshine. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So we're going to score them. We're going to start with the 12-inch piece. So you put the 12 inches across the top of your scoreboard. Okay, and you score at 1 inch, at 4 1/2 inches, 4 1/2, and 8. I'm just going to make sure I get a good score because I'm going to fold those. Then the one that's 11 inches, you put it the long way up again You score that at 2.5 and 5. This actually is the front of your card, and 8. Okay, so that's all the scoring we're going to do. Just put that down carefully. Okay, so now you just take and fold all those lines and just give them a bit of a burnish. There, you can see that. Okay. And then you scored, we'll just fold those, give them a bit of a burnish, because some of them are going to be folded the other way, but to burnish them it doesn't matter. Okay, now this is the last half of your card. This is the first half of your card. So this, the smallest pieces go at the front. Now what you're going to do is just take some seal. Okay, I'm going to use my Seal Plus, and you're just going to take any good adhesive, but I would use a good adhesive to do this. Oh boy, doesn't usually do that. I'm not quite sure what happened there. There, we'll take that off, and we'll start it up here. Okay, and down we go. There we go. And then you just, what you have to do is just make sure you've got the bottom lined up, this exactly on the fold line, and then you just put it down. There we go. Okay, now you fold your card. So this is the front, and it sits like this. So we'll just undo this. Okay, so this is the front. You fold it like this, and then this one goes in because you want kind of like a pleat there, and then this one goes like this and that one like that. So I can show you that again. Then just give them a bit of a burnish and maybe fold these, because if you just rub them like this, it does. So this is not a simple card. This is a card for you avid crafters out there like me. I will do simple cards once in a while, but I'll try and do a mix so that this appeals to everyone. Okay, so now that you have this and you've just folded it so it opens up, then of course you need the pieces of DSP. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can put 2 layers of DSP on there if you wanted, and you could use both of these measurements, but I only put 1 because I thought it looked great with 1. It can get kind of busy, I thought. So we're just going to use 1. So the measurements, so the 2 front pieces, you cut 2 pieces of this 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put this one on the front, then I'm going to put this one here. So this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. Then you need 2 pieces that are 3 1/4. So this is 3 1/4. See, and it just leaves a little outline. 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. They're all 5 1/4. So then you can choose. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's the nice thing about Stampin' Up! Is both sides are, oh, that one or the other one. Okay, and then you need 2 at 3 1/4. So I've cut them already, so you didn't have to watch. So now see, this is where this, whatever you put next. No, I still like that one. It looks so good beside the blue. Okay, so then that's 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. This one again is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then you need 1 piece. Now, you just have to decide, like I left it and used DSP. If you were wanting to write all your messages here, you might want to cut a white piece of cardstock for that. But I just cut ordinary cardstock, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So then you just have to put those on. So, oh, and the trick part, excuse me, oh, my allergies have been so bad. In order to put the ribbon on there, the ribbon has to go underneath this piece. So I'm going to put my ribbon, I didn't put it like right in the middle. I mean, you can decide. I put it down a little bit. So I'm going to put just a little bit of, I think the last trick to this, I've seen people roll it. It's just a matter of, so I'm going to put about half and half. I'm going to put it down like that. And then I'm going to put my seal on this one. See, I'm getting a lot better with the seal. The seal, the trick with this is just to press lightly, and when you're done, roll it back. And then it's always there for you. So I'm going to put this design, looks pretty there. So we're going to do that. Okay, so that's that one. And then, so now we've got the ribbon. And then this one here, I love how Stampin' Up, sometimes you just need to give this a bit of a start. How Stampin' Up paper, ink, and DSP always matches. All right, I loved this set from the beginning, but as you can see, I never did use up all the DSP. Last year I decided to do what's called a paper share, and I didn't have a whole lot of people participate in that, so I have a whole bunch of DSP left over. So this year I'm not going to do that. What I am going to offer, if you are making cards and you don't think you'll use a whole pack of DSP, we could share a package of DSP. That's what I'm now beginning to do. And then that way I don't end up with so much DSP, and you don't either. It really is enough to order half, but if you really love it, like Angelica and I were talking the other night, she used up a whole package of one, but not a package of another. So it really is kind of tricky. Sometimes it just depends what you're making and who, but sometimes to share a package of DSP is the way to go. It is nice. I did have the children today. Sarah is home from the hospital. She was going to go to work, but then she didn't feel well enough to do that. Okay, I want the yellow side of this. So I took the kids for a bit today so she could rest. So she is feeling so much better, and she's finally eating, which is great. So, but I have to tell you, it is so much easier to do a Facebook Live when one of your grandchildren isn't singing Baby Shark, and the other one isn't kind of hanging on to your leg watching you do the whole video. But they're cute. Oh, sometimes I'm not quite sure what I do. I don't roll it enough back. Okay, there we go. And the thing to keep it rolling. Okay, I think I want this way. Then we'll just put that there. So see, this really is quite easy. It's a matter, you just have to get everything cut, and then you can put it together. Okay, oh, we need to start that again. You can't even hear this one. That's what I like about it. Okay, and then we'll put this down here. And then you just have to decorate. So I was thinking to myself, like, there's, when is it? There's Pastor Appreciation Day, or if you wanted to give a card to say thank you and you were working in an office, this would be a perfect card that you could make, and you could put white panels everywhere, and people could sign it. And it's not so big, and yet people can put it kind of on their cupboard and look at it. It really is quite nice. Now, I thought you can see here with this, I used 2 sets of dies. So the World of Good suite comes with this stamp set. I used these Beautiful World Sentiments. And then I used these, and what I did last night, I just sat and cut out a whole bunch of worlds in different colors. Anyway, and then I also used, as she did, the Tasteful Label dies. This is how I do my dies. It's just cardboard, magnet sheets from Dollarama, and I put them on there. Yeah, wouldn't it, Sarah? It would make a great little album for Father's Day. You could put pictures on here. Like, it can be a mini album, it can be a card, and really, it's quite easy to make. So just that, you've got to cut 2 pieces and just put them together. And see, I've done 2 different colors with that cardstock. Stampin' Up's cardstock is fairly versatile, so you can, anyway, get quite carried away. Now, I thought I wouldn't show you kind of how I did the inside, but I thought I'd do the front so you could see the measurements. See what I did, if you make one of these, you just have to choose your coordinating cardstock, then cut some labels and some pieces and decorate. So I used a world on here. This is from the Tasteful Labels dies, and you know, I just cut out some copper and put a sentiment there. Then I just put 3 worlds on this one. This feather is in there as well, so I stamped that, cut it out, put that on there. Then I put a gold world on this one. Maybe should have put a darker one, because that kind of, lots of shine in there. And then I had this on my desk from a class I did with my team leader, and I just put it on there so I could write on there. So you really can decorate these anyway, but I thought I would show you just how I did the front, because usually I stamp on white, but this is stamped on cardstock. And when you stamp on cardstock, you really just need to use your stamp apparatus. So, and I decided I used the same lines I had before, so I put this here. Just to keep it stable, we'll just put the magnet at the bottom. And then, oh, we're going to have to move this over just a smidge. I must have had a bigger piece today, and down a bit, because I want this in the middle so I can cut it out. This circle comes with the world map dies. Okay, now we're going to stamp it in Misty Moonlight. And we're just going to ink that up really good. Stamp it once. I find you never get, when you're stamping on cardstock, you never get a good image with just one. Okay, now we're going to do that again. Just ink that up and stamp it again. The great thing about the stamp apparatus, it stamps the same thing twice. There you go. Okay, now we'll just put that to the side. And then we just have to take this. Oh, I put it back here. Okay. Oh, you know, oh, I don't have that. One of these days, I did finally end up getting the mini. I need to remember to set that up for the, because this would work really well on the mini. Looks just like this, only it's a small one, so you don't have to lift the whole big one into the video. Okay, so I've got this just circled around. So this circle, if you didn't have this world map dies, you could just use your circle dies. And I liked this one because it was a smidge shorter. You'll see in a minute why I chose that. So we'll just cut that out. Okay. On Thursday, the church I'm going to now has asked me to do a card making workshop, only with just things that people might have at home. So I'm trying to figure out how to help people make cards just with photocopy paper, no ink, and just using some printouts that I made. And so that's going to be a bit of a challenge, because I've learned that I really like my stuff. Okay, so what I did was I just cut one of these, and that can just be put there, and I glued all of these. Oh, sometimes this glue takes a minute to start. See, I keep my glue just in a shot glass, so we'll put that. I want it a little above so the ribbon doesn't. Okay, now this, oh, I got the magnet. Okay, so this is just slightly smaller. And actually, I already stamped. So this circle is 2 inches. No, it isn't. It is 1 3/4 inches. So this, oh, this is the same size. See, I'm getting forgetful. So this is just slightly smaller than 2. So we're going to cut a blue circle. That's 2 inches. And it's going to sit just behind that. And then we're going to cut a copper one. See, Angelica, when you get your circle punches, this is so much easier than pulling out your big shot and getting all this to fit. Okay, so now we'll get the glue and we'll put the glue on the back of this. I liked how she did these circles. I don't know which, because she didn't show in her video how, if she punched them or if she did them on. And I just thought I wanted this to be a little bit quicker than hauling out my, there you go, that copper paper against this kind of copper outline. Okay, and then we'll just glue that on. Whoops. There. And then, see, then your ribbon, this comes underneath, and then you just tie your ribbon in a bow, and then it keeps the card shut. Yeah, Angelica, in a couple of weeks, we hope. I don't imagine they're going to extend the people getting their taxes in. I hope not. Okay, then you just cut that off. I'll be able to use that ribbon on something else. I made that just a smidge too long. And then I just have to get that to sit down. So I thought I wouldn't, because it would take another 5 or 10 minutes to show you, but you can get the idea. Then you just glue. When I was cutting out to make this card, I just kept cutting and cut enough so that I can decorate this one. But it really is up to you, and I thought next week I might even try one of these with my new pansy set and new pansy paper just to show you. But next Monday I'm gonna show you the new in colors using the pansy suite and how to make pansies. Because when you get your catalog, Shirley, you should get yours this week. I think I put it in the mail last week. And Angelica, we're not allowed to travel anymore outside our health region. So I might have to mail yours too, because who knows when. Not till the May long weekend are we allowed to leave our health region. Anyway, I have to look at that a little bit more. So here's the card. I hope you got the measurements. I'll put them one more time. I close my book. When I'm watching someone's video, I have learned to take screenshots of their, there it is, screenshots of their measurements, and then I don't have to keep writing them out. I've just got them on my phone. So these are the measurements. And then if you want to add that second layer, these are the measurements that go on top of this layer for each of the parts. So try that. That's a lot of fun. And see how it goes. Okay, thanks. Thanks everyone for your nice comments, and I hope you have a really nice evening. Okay, thanks. Bye.